Mr. and Mrs. Smith, thank you for coming in. We have the results of Jane's Wechsler Intelligence Scale for Children, and I'd like to share the test results with you. First, I'd like to compliment you on your daughter's willingness to work with me on this exam. She was very well behaved and a joy to work with. There are some strengths and some areas that we need to work on, indicated by the results. First, her overall or composite score places her in the average range, exceeding 42% of her peers in cognitive ability. Her verbal abilities were average, with a score of 104. Her nonverbal reasoning skills were average, with a score of 102. One area that might help explain some of her recent school performance problems is that her working memory score of 86 is in the low average range. With this, she performs at a level that is above only 18% of her peers. Because of this, we have a few recommendations that we thought we might try to see if we could help Jane improve some of the school performance. First, we'd like to encourage Jane to regularly and frequently review information that must be remembered. Family and teachers could review this information with her and provide positive reinforcement for the performance. In other words, when she's doing assignments that require memory, sit there with her, and as she demonstrates that she's remembering something, tell her how good that is. Show her that you're pleased. Jane may benefit from chunking of information. Chunking of information is taking what would be smaller bits of information, putting them together so that rather than memorizing a string of 8 bits of information, she could chunk 2 of them together and then memorize 4. For instance, a telephone number. My telephone number is 476-3263. I might memorize it as, rather than 476-3263, I could do 47-62-36-3. Finally, Jane's family is encouraged to support her efforts in completing her homework while avoiding an overemphasis on high grades. Given that the two of you have graduate degrees, it's understandable that education is a very important aspect of your lives. And Jane is, at 10 years old, just beginning this journey. While she's in this beginning stage, spend a lot of time reinforcing the positives that you see and try and minimize the amount of pressure that she may be under. Now, this is just the first time that we're meeting about this. After you've tried implementing some of these recommendations, we can get together again and perhaps talk about the success and look at further strategies to improve Jane's performance. Thank you very much.